everyone. Today I will be sharing to you about the bone cancer. Bone cancer is a type of cancer that occurs when abnormal cells grow out of control in the bone tissue. It can destroy normal bone structure and if left untreated, spread to other parts of the body.
What are the types of bone cancer? Osteosarcoma in hard bone, common in kids and teens. Chondrosarcoma in cartilage, common in adults 30 to 60 years old. Ewing sarcoma, aggressive in bone or nearby soft tissues, common in kids. Fibrosarcoma in fibrous bone tissues, common in middle age or the adults. The benign bone cancer, not cancerous, does not spread, while the malignant is cancerous and can invade and spread. The metastatic cancer that has spread to a new part of the body. The 4 stages. Stage 1, slow growing in one part of the bone. Stage 2, fast growing in one part of the bone. The stage 3, fast growing in multiple parts of the same bone. The last one, stage 4, is metastatic. This is spread to other organs like in the lungs. Cell appearance of bone cancer. The low grade is cells looks normal, slow growth, and the high grade cells look abnormal and rapid spread.
Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin kung bakit nagkakaroon ng bone cancer. Sa totoo lang, hindi pa rin 100% sure na malinaw ang exact cause nito. Ngunit may ilang risk factors na maaaring nagpapataas ng posibilidad na magkaroon ng bone cancer. Una ay genetics. May mga namamanang kondisyon tulad ng Li-Fraumeni syndrome at hereditary retinoblastoma na maaaring magpataas ng risk ng cancer. Pangalawa ay radiation exposure. Ang mga taong nakakatanggap ng mataas na dose ng radiation therapy noon ay mas mataas na posibilidad na magkaroon ng bone cancer sa hinaharap. Pangatlo ay ang Paget's disease of the bone. Isang kondisyon kung saan abnormal ang bone remodeling process kaya nagiging mahina at hindi normal ang structure ng buto. Kaya kung may family history ng ganitong kondisyon, mahalaga ang regular monitoring at pagpapatingin sa doktor para sa maagang detection.
For the signs and symptoms with complication, first is the osteosarcoma. The signs and symptoms is bone pain na masakit lalo na sa gabi. Tapos may bukol at mainit or tender sa may paa. For the complication is pulmonary metastasis. Ang paborito nitong puntahan is yung lungs. For the Ewing sarcoma, the signs and symptoms is pain na may kasamang lagnat at pagpayat na parang may infection pero wala. And for the complication, paralysis, delikado kapag tumama sa spine, pwede ring bone marrow failure. And for the chondrosarcoma, the signs and symptoms is malaking bukol sa may balakang, pelvis or hip na madalas ay painless sa simula. And for the complication nito is local invasion, sinasakop ang nerves at organs gaya ng bladder or bowel. And for this fibrosarcoma, the signs and symptoms is matigas na bukol or firm lump na may malalim at makirat na pain. Yung complication nito is high recurrence, pabalik-balik kahit na natanggal na yung tumor. And for the metastatic bone disease, the signs and symptoms is may history ng cancer at ibang part like breast or lung. At may bagong bone pain. And for the complication is hypercalcemia, sobrang calcium sa dugo, at pathological fractures like madaling mabalik.
So for my part, I will discuss the different health assessment for a patient with bone cancer. So these include pain assessment where the patient may experience persistent bone pain and limited movement. Next is musculoskeletal assessment which may show swelling, limited range of motion, and difficulty moving the affected limb. Next is the general physical assessment, may reveal fatigue, weakness, and weight loss. Neurovascular assessment, check for numbness, tingling, and decreased muscle strength. Lastly, we assess the skin and mobility for redness, swelling, and difficulty walking. So this assessment helps determine the extent of the disease and it's important on the patient's function.
So what are the different diagnostic tests for bone cancer? So first is the gold standard, which is the biopsy. This is the removal of a small bone tissue sample, and this confirms the presence and type of cancer cells through microscopic examination. Second is the X-ray, an initial imaging test used to detect abnormal bone changes such as lesions or bone destruction caused by tumors. And third, CT scan. This produces a detailed cross-section images of the bone to help determine the size, location, and possible spread of the tumor. The MRI. This is used to evaluate the bone marrow and surrounding soft tissues to determine the extent of tumor involvement. Then, fifth is the bone scan. This detects areas of increased bone activity which may indicate bone cancer or metastasis. Then last is the PET scan. This identifies metabolically active cancer cells and helps detect if the cancer has spread to the other parts of the body. So, the imaging tests like X-ray, CT, or MRI may suggest the presence of bone cancer, but only a biopsy can definitely confirm the diagnosis.
What are the medical procedures for bone cancer? Primary bone cancers like osteosarcoma and Ewing sarcoma are mainly treated with surgery to remove the tumor. This may include removing the tumor and some healthy tissue or replacing the affected bone with a metal implant or bone graft, while radiation therapy may also be used when surgery is not possible or to kill remaining cancer cells. Some treatments are very precise radiation to target the tumor and protect nearby healthy tissue. Therapy to shrink the tumor and prevent it from returning. Targeted therapy like denosumab and immunotherapy such as pembrolizumab that helps the immune system fight cancer. Minimally invasive procedures can also help destroy small tumors or reduce pain.
Nursing treatment for bone cancer. First is the surgery. This is primary. Limb sparing. Tinatanggal yung tumor tapos replace with metal implant. Next is the amputation. Ginagawa lang kapag affected na ang nerves at vessels. Goal is still high activity with prosthetics. The curettage, scraping out the tumor, usually for low-grade cases lang ito. Next is the chemotherapy. Neoadjuvant, binibigay before surgery para lumiit yung tumor. Adjuvant naman, binibigay after surgery to kill remaining cells. Next is the radiation. Ginagamit kapag inoperable ang tumor or for management. Proton therapy, precise beams para save ang healthy tissues.
So next we have the prevention and health education. So first is to eat a healthy diet, such as foods rich in calcium and vitamin D help keep bones strong and support overall bone health. Stay physically active. Regular exercise helps maintain strong bones and improves overall body health. Third, avoid unnecessary radiation exposure. Too much radiation can damage cells and may increase the risk of certain cancers. Know the warning signs. Persistent bone pain, swelling, or unexplained fractures may be symptoms that need medical attention. Seek early medical checkups, such as consulting a doctor when symptoms appear can help detect problems early and improve treatment outcomes.